Welcome in, and thanks for joining us for the WHHI Daily News, where we strive to bring you more Lowcountry news more often. I'm Bob Stevens. Stores are just now getting ready for Christmas shoppers, but scammers have already done their shopping on a 77-year-old Beaufort woman to the tune of nearly $850,000. The scammer reached out back in March, claiming to be a representative of the Visa fraud department regarding a purchase on her account from Best Buy that didn't look right. She later got a call from someone posing as an FBI agent, telling her that her identity had been compromised and instructing her to liquidate her accounts. They kept this up for months, instructing her to buy gold and having that gold picked up by a courier. The woman never met with anyone in person except the courier. She waited 6 months before contacting the real FBI last week. Here's a headline you can imagine a TV crime show ripping from in the near future. A mobile home in Beaufort was raided by a SWAT team late last week, where a variety of illegal drugs and stolen weapons were seized and 4 people were arrested. 2 men and a woman from Burton and a man from Ladies Island. They were aged 37 to 61 and were arrested for various drug crimes. Well, Thursday night, just after the raid, that mobile home mysteriously burned down. That's what law enforcement officials in Beaufort are wondering too. They've called the fire suspicious and its effects unnatural. The revival of Daufuskie Island is dependent on getting people to the island, and that's now being tied up by political decisions and court actions. Residents of Buckingham Landing and Bluffton are suing the county over operating the ferry to Daufuskie in violation of zoning laws for the last 6 years, ever since Hurricane Matthew. The county says it's still working on a permanent location to ferry people to Daufuskie and is working on condemning property on Helmsman Way on Hilton Head to run the ferry out of Palmetto Bay Arena, while condemning the Melrose Landing dock on the island, Daufuskie Island. They've set aside over $4 million to acquire those 2 properties. Here's some good news from our high school classrooms. A record number of Beaufort County seniors have been named National Merit Scholarship semifinalists, meaning they're in the top 1% of seniors nationwide. It's almost like being an academic All-American. The 9, 3 from May River High and 2 each from Beaufort, Bluffton, and Hilton Head Highs, now compete with the other 16,000 national semifinalists nationwide for over $28 million in National Merit Scholarships. USC's football team might have been beaten on the gridiron by Georgia on Saturday, but the Gamecocks are actually ranked #1 in the country as the best college for veterans and current military service members, according to a ranking from the Military Times newspaper. The university's opening of a Veterans and Military Center for Excellence on campus coincided with the school rocketing up the rankings. The Columbia campus serves about 2,000 military-affiliated students. That's a 27% increase in just the last 4 years. UGA, by the way, is ranked 127th of the 311 schools rated. They do better in football. Georgia Southern is ranked 54th. For more information on these and other Lowcountry stories, we invite you to visit the sources listed on your screen. The weather coming up is going to be, well, a little interesting because we've got a hurricane offshore. Maria Soden has more on our weather this week.
Thanks, Bob. All right, so taking a look ahead. Right now, it looks like we are going to get a break from the rain or any major storms. There is that hurricane going through the Caribbean right now, and there are a few storms off the coast. We'll keep an eye on that as the week progresses. But for right now, it looks like Tuesday, it's going to be sunny, with Hilton Head having a high of 87, a low of 72. Bluffton's going to have a high of 89, a low of 70, and Beaufort's going to have a high of 90 and a low of 69. The sunrise for Tuesday is going to be at 7:10 and sunset's going to be at 7:22. Taking a look at the beach tides, low tide's going to be at 12:56 p.m. and high tide's going to be at 5:47 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week, Wednesday it's going to be sunny with highs in the 80s, lows in the 70s. Thursday, same thing, sunny with highs in the 80s and lows in the 70s. And then come Friday, it's going to be cloudy with highs in the upper 70s and lows in the 60s. That's it for today. Let's head it back to the desk.
Thanks so much, Maria. When we come back, we're going to talk about a couple of charitable events coming up soon that you can be involved with. And Justin Jarrett has our weekend sports wrap-up. Stay with us.